Mick Schumacher's answer to questions about his future of Formula One has been increasingly impressive. Finished 6th in the Austria Grand Prix marked a second final of consecutive points, and the new best result of his incipient race. He has found the necessary level to settle in F1, and that has emerged more confidence and ambition. His pattern in his junior race was to start in the second season of a category. But we had not seen that at the beginning of his second F1 season. And it can be partly because he had a small false rookie season in Formula One, and did not learn much beyond the basic concepts of driving and running a F1 car. Last year he was not doing a lot of real races, he did not drive much under pressure, he wasn't fighting points, he didn't have to handle crucial elements through a race. So there were many new evidence at the beginning of this year, and he did not approve them all. Schumacher had shown flashes, but he hadn't gathered a full weekend. And although he scored the first points of him at the British Grand Prix, that does not count as a full weekend because the rhythm was not there in the qualification. But his weekend at Red Bull Ring was different. He described well, did a good job in the sprint, and his Grand Prix is probably better described as efficient, although that may sound disappointing and harm him. The most impressive moment was after he emerged from his first pit stop, and had been undermined by both McLarens. He also had some long-term cars in the center of the field ahead. This could have derailed the Schumacher Grand Prix. It is very easy to get stuck in such scenarios. However, he was excellent to respond to this. Schumacher quickly passed Daniel Ricciardo, and judged a difficult situation well when teammate Kevin Magnussen reached 3 throughout the turn 1. Schumacher was at the end of a train from several cars that carried the hill, and when all these cars were they fueled out had to be decisive with the positioning of their car. Schumacher chose not to load the interior, and on the other hand, went to the left, passing to Zhou Guanyu on the outside and immediately climbing to the back of Fernando Alonso, whom he spent a return later. The recovery of the position he had lost to Lando Norris in the boxes pits came next, and this was done with a minimum fuss. Then he spent a few turns catching Magnussen, and passed it to the penultimate corner, after the Danish extended in Source.